Hey y'all, kindness starts here. This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real, with that trill to give you a thrill that is beauty filled with looks that can kill. Hey, welcome back to God's Kingdom of Tarot Show. Tarot Show. You better act like you know. Oh my goodness, this is doing worse than it usually does. What's going on? Okay. Hopefully that's good enough. Whatever. Oh my goodness. Okay, fall lean that way. Okay. All right. Hey y'all, hey y'all. Yeah, so the dad had the baby taken, okay, from the side chick and raised by the main one, okay? Some of the ways this can happen, it could also be, the dad called CPS, first of all, without the side chick knowing, and then it doesn't look like the dad did it. Also, the dad could have also, told the main person that yeah, told the side chick. Sorry, so the dad could have probably told the side chick that the main chick was pregnant, but the main chick wasn't pregnant. So when the side chick had the baby, the dad could also call CPS or did some type of thing to get the baby taken away, or even said that the baby could live with them, on purpose. And something happened from that, and where your name was, your dad's name, but they're actually yours. And I call this a Michael Jackson because, you know, this a similar thing happened to Michael Jackson. I'm still not convinced. That's why. But they've been trying to convince me, like, to be more confident about that. But that's what happened. In the past, I've shared in my readings that Michael Jackson's mom actually lost the baby before Michael Jackson. So another thing that could happen is, like the dad could know about him having a side chick or whatever, another family, extra family on the side. And then, when their man chick gets pregnant, some of them could be pregnant at the same time. It is not unheard of. People be Irish twins, 6 months apart and stuff like that. So those could be significant, timelines. But, the main chick would lose the baby, and this baby, the dad would be down with the main chick adopting the side chick's baby that the main chick doesn't know about. But the dad would make it look like this is just a coincidence, a simple coincidence. They didn't know each other or anything like that. But that was that was his mistress. Yeah, I was like, what's the word I'm looking for? But that's some of the ways that this could have panned out, and I'll call it the Michael Jackson, because when they first gave me this download, they said like Michael Jackson wasn't a real Jackson, but under disguise of that he was Catherine's son. He was actually, a twin, and he was separated out of foster care or something like that. But it was really Joe's side of the family, and he confirmed that to me. And I was kind of hesitant about it, but it was Joe's mistress side of the family that Michael Jackson came from. Thank you for 7. I appreciate you. Yeah, and I try getting on chat. Please bless me with my first like. I haven't gotten the first like. It was like just 10 people up in here. But can y'all give me a first like? And first like gets bonus blessings over here. Bonus blessings to you. Thank you, and may God bless you bonusly. Okay. And if y'all new here, welcome. Shout out to y'all. I haven't been wanting to save the people in here because they be messing with my stuff all the time. This channel has been going through spiritual warfare for years. Okay. Thank you so much for the second like, and bonus blessings to you too. All right. How about that? But yeah, so we have the high priestess here. We have the high priestess here with the empress. They wanted me to bring these two out together. The high priestess and the empress. Some of you guys could have mothers on the other side, and that could even be why that this situation was able to go under the radar, go unnoticed, go untouched, and stuff like that. People moved on like nothing actually happened as well, because the mother ended up passing on anyway. So whoever got, it's almost like a Cinderella story. you guys ended up being a part of a Cinderella story where you're now living with step relatives if you end up getting them. Thank you for the third like, and may God bless you bonusly too. Thank y'all, because they've been being stingy lately with my likes. But yeah, so I'm also even getting like an empress, a mother on the other side could be upset at what's happening to a daughter and her child. This daughter could be the side chick, and sometimes people are the side chick and don't even know it because these fucking raggedy ass men, like I was just talking about Joe. Sorry, I don't mean to call him raggedy, but like these men, they be knowing, they know, and then they pair up with people who don't know. Like you don't. they don't show their marriage ring or something like that, and these people don't know, and then they end up sleeping with them thinking that they man, or this person they're gonna have a family with, and then they find out they have a whole family. And these fucking sorry ass men, instead of like realizing that fact, they'll just stay with your ass because they need you. There was this time I found out a motherfucker was married after like years. And the person he supposedly married to or whatever, he had been dogging her out, and not wanting to speak to her and stuff like that. And if you were in a whole marriage, like what do I have? Like why was it like this person trying to get you to come back home and shit? Why wouldn't you come back home? And then this motherfucker want to fucking leave me and shit when I don't have money. But was there eating like now it's just such a big deal that I don't have money. But it wasn't a big deal that I had money and you had a fucking wife. It wasn't a big deal then, huh? Someone's name could be Tamika. Ika. You got ick in your name. I don't care how you spell it. You got ick in your name, okay? They didn't want your ass. But if you really wanted to tell me the truth, I would have told his ass in front of your face. Don't ever in your life reach out to me again. You don't know me. You are a sorry ass nigga. And I would tell her, I would not reach out to you. You would not have to worry about me ever in your life. Because the problem wasn't with me. It was with that motherfucker. Sorry for projecting. But stuff like that would happen. And motherfuckers, like I was saying earlier, they would also tell you that somebody else is pregnant because they was planning on taking your baby. They was planning on taking your baby. And they were acting like that other motherfucker pregnant too, so you won't have to worry about that. That motherfucker ain't pregnant. They was waiting on your baby to come so they can take it. Mother Earth, I knew it. It could be an earth sign, or this earth sign is going down, and she already going down. As y'all get in my chat, please like the video and acknowledge me, and I'll acknowledge you right back. But the earth sign is very significant. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. They could have done this to try to get rid of this earth sign, this mother of this child. You could have left her and her child alone. Thank you for the fourth like, and may God bless you just for that. Knight of Wands. Yeah, because somebody was being a player. Someone was stepping out of their marriage. So since y'all fucking with me already, I'm not going to do more. I'm not about to do this. I'm not about to do this. Steady fucking with me. Because this shit real. Got motherfuckers asking you questions, huh? I was serious. If y'all got in the street and had a fight, send me the fucking video, okay? Stop being stingy. Share, okay? I'm serious though. No, but like I'm not trying to talk shit to you, but please share, please, okay? I really want to see, because I feel like somebody got in the street. Somebody got in the street. They found out something that's been coming out in my readings lately, okay? Maybe not all of them. They found out something, I confirmed some shit. I don't care if nobody believe me. You don't have to believe me, okay? You do your own research. You go ask your own questions. And you're going to wish you had believed me earlier. Okay? Could have saved you some of the fucking heartache. Thank you for the 5th like, and may God bless you just for that. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of these people lied and said you didn't have no resources. You was begging, asking for help. Yeah, this is a sorry ass nigga. Okay? It's been a sorry ass nigga. Okay? In general. Keeping all this shit up. Trying to keep people bonded and tied together and scrambled up and shit. You would die coming for mine. Don't even try. Don't even think about it. Okay? Don't even think about it. So when they could end with an Isha, yeah, that mean you always be itching, huh? You always be itching. Ishas. Ishas are itchers, okay? Always had a yeast infection, huh? Or I was trying to say, what is the other one? BV. Bacteria vaginosis. That's what I was trying to say. Now, but it's some of these motherfuckers whose mothers. These mothers ain't been shit too. As well. And be down with this shit. Be down with this shit because they be desperate to hold on to a motherfucker who's trying to hold on to somebody else. Who's trying to eat off somebody else.
Look at that.
I see. Now they're matching.
Yeah, Mommy, question. Where can Mommy get the BIRTHCHART?
Okay, we will.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for fixing it for me. Thank you for the kiss. Oh, look at this. I saw kidnap as soon as I saw this. Look at this. Kidnap. You could be seeing. What is this?
Yeah.
Is this? I don't even know. This look like a badger. It could be a badger. It could be a badger or a raccoon. You see a badger?
Badger. Go, badger.
Badger. And sometimes when I see badgers, I think about police as well. You know, like somebody called the police, somebody's reported abuse. My dad said he was the king of that when he was younger. So it was reminding me of like if an older sibling is watching a younger sibling, and then they call. Like if the older sibling did something to them or said no to them, you know, just did something like minute. They called their mama at work or something like that. That's how my dad was with CPS calls. Like a lot of the people who wasn't doing what they supposed to be doing. And then so they wouldn't do what they were supposed to be doing, and then they be walking around judging people or calling CPS on other people. So he was like one of those people who was calling CPS on people. So sorry if you were a victim of that, but as a kid, you know, because sometimes that could traumatize people. Some of y'all didn't know. Y'all was too young to figure it out. But that type of thing was trying to tell people, you know, like realize who you could trust around your kids, or who you could trust, you know, taking care of your kids, or you know, it was telling you more than, you know, like the act of CPS calling itself. So somebody could have also, you know, called CPS on you for the betterment of you as well, you know, not to make excuses for them as well, but they could have called it for the betterment of you, you know, because you needed help and resources and stuff like that. Okay, 4 of Swords is in reverse. So yeah, so somebody did die or escape death as well. But when this happened, you know, like a lot of this was able to go under the radar because the parent had died. I also have a mother on the other side as well, and she passed on while I was in foster care, being cared for as well. And my dad was a part of that. I actually broke my arm when I was younger, like it's kind of my shoulder or something, and it still cracks to this day. And my mom didn't believe in what's it called, medical care. She didn't believe in that. She was religious. Yeah, she was more religious. She was more like Christian and stuff like that. But it was like more of like it could have been mixed with what we're doing now, spirituality, because she had like strong beliefs about, you know, certain things, you know, that a lot of society does, like vaccines and stuff like that. And so I was like, how you know that as a little kid? I don't know. It's coming to me. Okay, I'm just talking, I guess. She's talking through me. But yeah. So my dad from his perspective. He said it was for the betterment of me, because he was concerned about my safety. Because that, like if you just hear about a kid breaking their arm, you're wondering what happened, why weren't you watching them or stuff like that. So a lot of that will happen, to people as well, if that makes sense. Okay. The star Aquarius, this could have happened to Aquarius, or you could be a kid of Aquarius as well. Your mother, this could have happened through your dad. Your dad did it, or your dad was behind a lot of stuff. And sometimes they'll do that. They'll work with their mothers, their own mothers and shit like that. And I just don't understand, like, why y'all could continue to enable bad behavior, okay? My dad was like, at least I did it by myself. Like some of the stuff is not like, it wasn't called for. A lot of stuff wasn't called for as well. And if y'all new here, I was adopted, and I wasn't adopted by a good woman as well. But before my mom passed on, I was told that by the lady that adopted me, that my mom wanted her to take care of me. So I endured a lot of abuse from this family, based on that. So dying wish and stuff like that, and I always try to make the best of the situation, but it always just seemed like somebody was trying to make it seem like they knew about my experience more than I did. So that could be significant as well. Like, no, like, and I'm talking about this lady when I'm saying that she always felt like she knew more about my experience than I did, and stuff like that. She's also, I just made the best of my situation, and I used to teach all the kids, like anybody who had any questions about homework, they always sent them to me. Like I had older adoptive brothers and stuff like that. They could have easily gone to and stuff like that. And everybody was taught to me. Everybody, even if I just had to help them with a question on their homework, they sent everybody to me. And then so it's just like, for that person to be that type of person to you, I just don't understand how you could treat people like that. So something like that is significant as well. Like even, like how certain people's relationships was, like some of y'all families was going out with teachers and shit like that, and who was bonded to through children like that, and stuff. That could be significant. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this part here. But you could be seeing mice, and mice are about like small details, looking at the small details. It could be a snitch, a rat as well. But yeah, I was saying like somebody called somebody as well. And in the past, the collective had been getting threatened with the Four of Swords. It was just like the attempts probably made on your life. You could be a Sagittarius as well, or Sagittarius was significant in this situation, or a victim of this type of situation with their children, at them as a child as well. But yeah, take it to God if you don't believe me. All right, somebody don't believe something. Okay, the chair has been coming out. What is they doing about this cancer? Why are they still alive? Why are they still alive? Okay. They ain't leaving well enough alone. They ain't learning a lesson. Why are they still alive? Okay. And this is not me wishing death on people. This is me exterminating motherfuckers. Okay. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of them being able to just tweak with shit when they feel like it, because they don't want to do the work as well. Yeah, but it's going to be a fortunate situation. And somebody try to change God's will. I think about the will as, will of God, but also like a wheel turning, it could be the will of destiny as well. Like it. Left eye could be close to you as an angel. She was telling me the rap about, what about your friends? Hey, it's me again and B. I'm a little too friendly, so to speak. Hypothetically say, I supply creativity to what others mistake as a form of self-hate, only to make an enemy, which results in unfortunate destiny. They dog me out, then be next to me just because I am what some choose to envy. Okay? Every now and then, I get a little easy. I let a lot of people depend on me. I never thought they would deceive me. Don't you know when times got rough, I was standing on my own. I never let another get that close to me, 'cause I've grown a lot smarter now. Sometimes you'll have to choose, and then you'll see if your friend is true, they'll be with you through the thick and thin. What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down again? What about your friends? Are they gonna be low down? Are they gonna be around? What and what they turn their backs on you. All right, so that's TLC. What about your friends? All right, Geminis could be significant. All right, the Tower is going. When it all falls down, it's gonna fall down. All right. And this bunny up here is giving me like someone saw a bigger picture. Someone's even pregnancy. How their journey went. There was a bigger reason behind it and stuff like that. And I was kind of saying that it's like somebody had your best interest at heart. Some of your parents, like didn't want to fully admit they couldn't handle the responsibility, especially if they had more than one children and stuff like that. One more child. Yeah. I was like, it don't sound right. More than one child. Okay. 8 of Swords. Oh, okay. So someone magically put you in prison too. Some of y'all, like got locked up and set up to be in prison, especially, but jail as well. Also, like you could have lived in neighborhoods where it felt like you were in jail. You felt like it was something significant in your family lineage that shows you that, like even probably how they only feel like y'all worth this, like worth being in the project. I grew up in the projects, the hood, Jordan Downs projects. Hey, 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 great she was, baby, a little crib. Okay, do y'all say that? But like in y'all family lineage, people thought that's all y'all was worth. I did a reading earlier today and said some of y'all parents were taken as babies in a hospital, or no, they came from foreign lands, and then they were mixed in a hospital. So they were taken home with parents who didn't give birth to them, and then the parents who did give birth to babies, like they went home with somebody else. So it was like a mixture of things, but people are behind those institutions. So definitely, if you felt like something like that happened in your life, or you're just interested in seeing what more about that subject, you definitely should check it out when you get the chance, if you want to. All right. So Ace of Wands, yeah, somebody was just putting that thing down. Okay, stop it. All right, 91's already out here judgment. Okay, they feel bad about it. Okay, they feel bad for cheating on you. Somebody feel bad for cheating on you, especially a man. This man could have hair, could have had hair, or something like that. All right, not yeah, or leaving you to fight something by yourself, spiritual warfare and stuff like that. Not believing you when you were saying something was happening through spiritual warfare, because some of you guys were always locked up through spiritual warfare or black magic and stuff like that, and people thinking you're a troubled person and you're really not. Like that record says nothing about who you really were. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I got for that part of the message. Okay. So let's see. I don't know if I should use this past on level 1 deck, but I guess I can to identify some people as well. To maybe give you guys more confirmations. Thank you for the 6 like, and may God bless you just for that. Or even if you have people on the other side, like these people probably want to connect with you and give you more information about this situation, okay? And tell you their perspective, where they're coming from, so you won't be angry at the wrong people, or, just angry at them in general, okay? So you could look at it as that, but I'm using this as to identify people and the situation a little bit better. Financial advisor, okay? So this... I'm just even focusing on the advice part. Like somebody didn't do this on their own volition. Somebody else put a bug in their ear or something like that. See, somebody was like snitching or reporting and stuff like that. All right. 1948, someone could have been born in. Okay. And the first reading, 48 did come out. Okay. So bored or died, or they're reminding you of this year. Okay. 1948, it could have happened around this year. Okay. To confirm some things for you. Okay. Their name ends with the ION. Okay. I also heard Antonio. Okay, so NIO as well. Antonio is a derivative of that, first, middle, last name, or nickname. Okay, someone who fell from something then died. Okay, so I was talking. Wow, I didn't die, but it's an interesting thing about how my life was, because there was a time where I lived. Well, this lifetime, I lived 2 times. I saw my body jump when I was a kid, and they confirmed to me. I thought it was 3 years old when it jumped down, or like I jumped down into this body, but it was 2 years old. I jumped down into this body in 2 years old, and I saw where I was. I saw what I had on. Well, at least I saw my stockings I had on. I was like fully dressed, and I jumped into this girl's body, and I felt like I dropped into the house, like where these people were. So but that also could have been, as well as my awareness, how I'm now, like the state of my awareness is like now you jump down into the situation and you're actually in the situation, not just looking at it from above as well. So that could be significant. But earlier I was talking about how, I didn't even know I broke my arm, and even how my dad told me, before I even knew about my dad being my dad, I just thought it was coming from God. Like I thought these messages was coming from God, and they showed me, the report that like the call or the transcript, the transcript of the call that my dad made, based on, because I broke my arm, and that's how I found out I broke my arm. But when I first got the vision, I didn't know it was coming from my dad, and I didn't know they were talking about me. I thought they were just giving me a download, and telling me why certain people was calling CPS on people or something like that. But see, somebody feels really remorseful for that because they wanted to explain their perspective. But yeah, I just said, like, and then I did it by falling, and then something happened where my dad ended up getting me a cast. I don't know, but something happened with that as well. So someone could have had a little girl who fell from something in general. They probably didn't die as well, but like they fell for something, broke a limb or something like that. Yeah. I thought I heard my arm crack. But someone who died from a terminal disease. So what this could be telling me, as well, someone could have been, really sick when they were little, as well. And like I said, some of these people were trying to look out for your best interest as well. And they saw something wasn't getting better as well. So someone could have also had like a wound, an open wound that wasn't getting better. Someone who had a rough life. So because you had a rough life, so that could be confirmation for a lot of people, like they just had a rough life, and that's something similar in your life happened like this that I'm talking about in this video. Someone who died from alcohol involvement. Someone could have had parents, abusing alcohol and stuff. A lot of that came out in that reading too that I did earlier. Okay. A past on loved one who died from being poisoned. Okay, so this could have also been how a dad got rid of the side chick, to get the baby as well. Poison someone. 1951. Okay, as well. Someone name could start or ends with a H or a Y as well, especially Y. Okay. Yolanda, Yashika. Yvette, okay. 2017 could have been a year someone was born or died in, or they remind you of that year. This could have happened, okay? Or somebody attempted this, okay? Someone who died from transportation involvement. Some of y'all parents got into car accidents, okay? Yeah, see? And they're saying a lot about original parents because, a lot of kids are getting taken lately. And some of these kids are very young, and they could be victims of this in the future, okay? So this reading is timeless. If you are one of those children, hey, hi, okay. I'm glad you survived. You survived. You survived. Someone real about Venus. So a Libra, Cancer, or a Taurus could be significant. Level and assigned to you at birth. Okay, so see somebody, your dad did something to get someone out the way, and then assigned them to you at birth. Okay, so look at this. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Or somebody dad, okay? The dad, okay? That's what happened. Yeah, someone named ends or starts with the O. And they keep saying Antonio. Why they keep saying Antonio? And someone's name could be Tony as well. Or somebody was also an op of Tony or Antonio. Someone who did not make it into the world, boy or girl. And I said another instance where this could have happened is, the main chick could have lost a baby, and then the side chick was the replacement. And then the dad either notified the main chick that this was their kid or not, all right? Especially a boy, all right? A boy been coming out a lot lately, a young boy, all right? 1940. Okay, thank you for the 7 like, and may God bless you just for that. It's funny, and 0 people up in here. I was doing stupid shit. All right, whatever. I'm going to say what I got to say and get the fuck on, though. All right? 2014. They could have attempted this on your life. I know when you did this. I know when you did this. It could have been snowing in 2014 as well. A father. Look at the father. The daddy came out. Okay. a daddy came out so that father could be on the other side right now, and that's why they're able to be courageous enough to admit it. Hey, daddy. Hi, Joe. Joe was like, she can't get me now. She can't do nothing. Because I was like, Joe, you was somewhere, because the first one was about someone being from foreign lands, and I was like, is that what happened? I was like, dang, where were you traveling? You know, where were you going? Like, what were you doing? A twin flame, you know, because that was the real love of their life or something like that. Your father's twin flame could be significant. Someone who liked to bake. This person could like to bake. He laughing still. She can't do that. Funny. I looked in the back of me like somebody was in back of me too. So somebody's right here. 1943. So the 1940s are very significant. Yeah, because ain't that around Joe and them age? I don't know. Or no, because Michael Jackson is 59. So that year could be significant. So, you know, like, yeah, yeah, the 40s could be significant for real. Someone who died from being stabbed, okay? Now, I feel like this screams setup for sure, okay? Even, you know, like, this is giving me, like, somebody was in the kitchen, you know, cooking. You know, they could have been baking, but, like, they was cooking and they had a knife in their hand, and it was just convenient at the time, okay? That movie, what is it called? I think it's called The Reading. It's with Monique. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. So yeah, it's an interesting movie. Somebody wants to know what I thought about it. Let me think about what I say before I say it, because I really like Monique. Okay, I really do. I liked her when I was a little kid too. Like, I really like her. Yeah. Even when she used to talk about skinny bitches, and I used to be one of them. I used to be like, she always talk about skinny bitches, okay? I want to get fat like her. Well, not fat, but, you know, I want to gain weight like you. Because I used to think, I used to be so skinny, I didn't think I used to be able to gain weight, you know? But, you know, sorry. And I was talking about Monique. All right, so, oh, yeah, the Reading. That movie, The Reading. I believe it was good. It just wasn't any, like, honestly, I watched that movie and don't really think about it no more. And I think because it could have went in, like, it focused on more on her trying to keep the secret. I'm trying to say it without spoiling, but it focused more on her, you know, how she reacted after the secret was out. Let's just say that. But I started thinking about this Reading because at the beginning of the movie, she was cooking and she turned up the music really, really loud. And I'm trying not to spoil it, but she turned up the music really, really loud, and it made us believe, you know, like, she was doing that. And then I was saying, like, it was just so convenient as well. So I'm getting, you know, like, as well, somebody could have just tried to set the stage, or a scene that was set up, and it really wasn't even the murder scene. It was set up like that or something like that. But, you know, like, that's what I feel about it. I don't... It shouldn't have been called The Reading, okay? It shouldn't have taken that fucking title yet, okay? Sorry. It wasn't about the reading. If you get my gist, it wasn't about the reading, you know? And the parts that was about the reading, they were very short-lived. And I feel like they focused too much on, you know, people trying to keep their secrets, but that could be a message for people as well, you know? So that's why I was trying to think about what I wanted to say too. But, you know, people would do a lot of things. They will kill you if you know their secrets, okay? And y'all know that. A lot of y'all know that. And so a lot of the information people like us is holding the information that people like us is holding. Shit, I don't know. It's very valuable, but it will make people want to kill you, you know, to shut you up, you know, or just because you know, so nobody else will know. Thank you for the 8th like, and may God bless you just for that. A departed loved one who was a nanny, so somebody could also had an affair with their nanny and took their children, especially if they had an immigrant immigrant nanny or something like that, or illegal worker, and that's the reason why they hired them as well. They use that against them. They're like, oh, well, that did happen. Yeah, it did happen on a show. How to Get Away with Murder. Actually, the main character, one of the main characters, his mother, something happened with his mother, who was an immigrant, and she produced her son, the main character, through right. Sorry, the R word. And she couldn't tell nobody, and so she worked for a house as a housekeeper, so a service worker, any type of service worker as well could be significant, but she worked as a housekeeper for these people, for this family of people, and she couldn't tell on who was really her child's father. And so when they found out, she got in trouble, or no, the boss got in trouble, and then they had to question her as one of his employees, and then the lawyer ended up figuring out something else, what the employer had been doing to the employee, through interviewing her, and then she didn't want to tell nobody because she was an immigrant. So since she knew that such and such knew about her relationship with the boss or whatever, or what the boss did to her, because it wasn't no relationship, she coexisted, and she was scared they were going to kill her, as well. And so she ended up taking herself out, like just to keep her secret safe as well. And then this lawyer ended up being able to hook back up with the child that was left behind as well, and the child was adopted. And the child was adopted. The name was changed, like first and last name was changed. The name Christopher, or something like that could be significant. Wesley, West, or something like that as well. Okay, so someone who worked in retail, so that could be significant, especially if your mother or father did something like that in the retail field, or you do. All right. Someone who died from natural causes, or this was the stated thing, but they were really killed, or really, took themselves out. Okay. Their name ends with the RIN, especially Aaron, or starts with the NIR, like Nirvana or something like that. Nariah, I heard. Okay. Nivea. I know that's not NIR. Naria. Okay. Naria. Oh, Naria. Or so. Those derivatives, I guess. Someone who owned a company, and I was just talking about that story on How to Get Away with Murder. Did I say the title of the show? How to Get Away with Murder. Okay, so Viola Davis could be significant. Shonda Rhimes, those initials and names could be significant as well. But yeah, I was talking about the employer owning the company, so this person could have. Joe, stop. Okay, Joe's like, yeah, it's me. Okay, so somebody name could be Joe or Joseph or something like that too, to be significant. Honorary family member. Also, this could have been, placed under the guise that this person was actually an honorary family member to you, and then, some way you were able to get custody of their children, or somebody was able to get custody of a child or something like that as well. All right. Someone who was a cherubim. So yeah, this could be confirming that someone lost a baby, as well, and they became an angel baby, see, and that could be why this situation folded out as well. Okay. And when people lose babies, the next baby after that is super talented. So that's why when I heard that about Michael Jackson's mom, when she lost a baby and it was right before Michael Jackson, I was quick to believe it, because look at how talented Michael Jackson is. Like all those powers go to them plus their own powers as well. That's how the thing goes. Someone who was a sister, so a sister could have been involved in this. Sometimes your sister ended up being your mother or something like that. Someone could have had guardianship of you as well. They could have done something with your dad as well, and it was actually your sister. Yeah, some of these sisters, they will outcast you because they want their daddy more than you do. Okay, you ain't looking at them like that, but they are. Okay, 1944. Look at all these 40s. Okay. This could also happen to someone when they were in their 40s as well. Right. Hey, you can't. Yeah, you can't. I remember you. You can't. Someone who was a best friend, okay? This could also have been a sister's best friend involved in something as well, a sister who owned a company, someone who you called a play sister, honorary family member as well. You know, like you could have also had a sister who passed on as a sibling as well. You were around. A mentor could be significant. A mentor could have even got custody of a child as well, you know, or that this was taken from a child. A child was taken from a mentor and given to someone else. Also, you know, yeah, they were raised to also think that they were the aunt. Okay, so whatever that places the relationship. Someone who died in jail, so someone who died in jail is here, but or on the way. Okay, someone also could have got caught in a case before they passed on as well. I'm getting, but you know, jail is also a thing. You know, they did to make sure this plan went through. Okay. A loved one who's an uncle. Okay, an uncle is very significant. An uncle who went to jail is significant as well. Avenging angel. You could have an uncle on the other side who was in jail and he avenges for you. Okay, as well, or he knew about the situation. You know, and he's struggling. 2001. Someone born or died in this year, or they remind you of that year. This could have happened, or something similar. Okay, someone ruled by Pluto, Scorpio. All right. Could be significant. 1964 is a year someone born or died in, or this happened and remind you of someone who's a part of a group. Okay, someone didn't do this on their own. And that's what I was saying. It's like, you know, like my dad was like, at least I did it on my own. Like when y'all get together and stuff like that, y'all be hurting each other, whether y'all believe it or not too. But you know, like y'all when y'all get together, y'all focus more on hurting the person than what the situation was. Okay, some people really call CPS out of spite. You know, like you don't do nothing to your children and stuff like that. They just calling out of spite because they don't like you. Okay, but that, for some of y'all, a lot of y'all, that's not what it was. Okay, but some of y'all, it was that. Okay. And that's why. And then they probably found, like, the people who did do it out of spite, they found out you would probably mess with their baby daddy or their husband, or you know, their significant other, whoever they want to identify, and then they start targeting you by doing that. 2025, they could have did this in this year, and this year alone attempted this, but you know, something happened, and somebody could have also lost a baby this year as well. My condolences to you if you're on the good side. You. Sometimes when this come out, I think they're saying you watching this. Okay. But someone's name ends or starts with the U. Okay. I heard Eunice. Okay. My real mom name is Urissa. It's derived from like how you pronounce Europe and stuff like that. So those EU, that then the beginning of the name, like Eugene, Euron as well. Yeah, Game of Thrones is very significant. Someone who died from suicide, they claimed that that's what that was. Okay, and that wasn't what it was. Okay, it was an auntie. An aunt could have claimed that it was that. Okay, or an auntie was claiming that they're worried about you gonna commit suicide, and they try to call the CPS on you. Someone who died suddenly and mysteriously. We know why. All right, we know why now. Okay. 2009, okay, born or died in that year, or they attempted this in 2009, natural disaster or epidemic. So around that time, like especially during COVID, the latest epidemic, you know, during those active years of COVID, okay, could have been significant. Okay, a few more. Someone who died from homicide, okay, someone got shot, I heard, but somebody else did it. Illa, okay. Yeah, if my ill is anything that good is illest. Okay, I'm the illest. Okay, first things first, I'm the illest. Okay, and the realest, bitch. Okay, this your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real. Okay, but my real name is Equilla, so that's why I started thinking about that, because I was talking about Ishas, Itchas. Okay, they Itchas. Okay, and who else was it? Ikas, icky ass, okay, icky, ooh, and y'all be trying to fucking make fun of my name, call me Equalizer. Yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah, Equalizer and shit. Like, have y'all watched the Equalizer? I haven't, but it seemed like he's a smooth ass motherfucker. Okay, I'd rather be called the Equalizer then. Okay, at least you know. Don't try it then. Don't try it. All right? Stop trying it if you are. Okay? 1973s. Okay? Yeah, these old ass motherfuckers. It's these old. Sorry. They're not old, but like the older mamas. Okay? The mamas that are older than our generation. Let's just say. as well. But 1973 could be significant. Someone who was a twin, okay? I was saying like how Michael Jackson was a twin. He had a girl twin. He was separated, and then it's based on boy. So it's a boy. It's a boy heavy in here, okay? Yeah, the Michael Jackson, who was a great grandmother. His great grandmother probably had something to do with this. See, and I said some earlier, some of them be teaming up with their mothers, okay? A mother. As I said it, I pulled it out like randomly too. Mother, mother, wow. Especially in 2009, or a mother figure, okay? Wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised actually. Junior, if you're a junior, they were a junior as well. Okay. 1974, so 73 and 74 is here consecutively. Something happened back to back, or if somebody's kids taken back to back and shit like that. There was a reason for that, or the same person may have been behind it or may have not been behind it. Someone who died from the A word as well. So someone probably even forced somebody to get the A word, so that the real person could have the kid or something like that. I don't know, but anyway. And in some of those instances, when that is happening, when they think it's the real person that's really their kid, they really got rid of the one that they wanted to get the deletion. That was the real kid. So keep that in mind, okay? Foster family. All right, I knew it when mother figure came out. When I was saying mother figure, I knew it was foster family up in here. Okay, I knew. All right. L starts with the L, ends with the L. Okay, Lena. Okay, so Lena could be one of your angels as well. Okay, 1961, Susie could be significant as well. And could be significant as well. King and Queen of Styling. Okay, somebody could have did your hair. Okay, or a barber or hairstylist could have done something as well, or someone could have been that, just to describe and get more information. Okay, someone who died from a heart attack, and sometimes I feel like that be forced too, because they be putting something in the needle, okay, to accelerate your heart or something like that. I think, yeah, a lot of that be showing on Shonda Rhimes' work as well. All right, someone could watch the show Grey's Anatomy, okay. I haven't gotten around to it, but I do be seeing the clips, okay? Someone's name could start with a B, air sign, and they could be an air sign. What's it called? I was going to say Virgo, but that's not air sign. But Virgo could be significant, Libra, Virgo, or something like that. Someone who died in a riot, or that's what they claim they died in. The Martin Luther King parade could have been significant as well. I remember in California, every time I went to the Martin Luther King parade, something happened. And at, what is it used to call? Summer Jam? It used to be called something called Summer Jam or something like that. Something always happened there too, okay? So something like that could be significant. But yeah, riot, I feel like it wanted to come out in reverse because, this was giving me like somebody just wasn't along with the plan as well. They had to kind of be taken out. Sweet baby, someone could call somebody sweet baby or something like that, because somebody wasn't down, like to turn somebody in, to turn the leader of who was really behind something as well down. Okay, someone's name ends with the NA. I just said Lena, Selena as well, but ends or starts with the NA, Anna, and I just said too as well. Nah, okay, nah, it's that not, okay, fuck that hoe, cause she a not. You ain't the one for me, bitch. You ain't got shit I need, bitch. You want me to take my time with you? Maybe I'm not your seed, bitch. Maybe I'm out your league, bitch. You ain't even got no cheese, bitch. Maybe I'm just too G for you. Maybe I'm just too street, bitch. I can't even roll in peace. Why? Everybody notice me, yeah. I'm gonna go to sleep, yeah. Roll in peace, all right. Malpractice, okay. See, these hospitals will be doing some shit, okay. These hospitals, and I just mentioned Grey's Anatomy, and that takes place in a hospital. Also, y'all could have had like a nana or granny, or relative who watched the stories, the Cowboys and shit like that. Or even a teen cowboy, celebrity. A celebrity. That could be confirming the Michael Jackson. Okay. But, any celebrity. I just got Whitney Houston because this one said, looked up to you. Someone who looked up to you. See, someone you probably even thought you could trust as well, or they looked up to you. You looked up to them. You thought you can trust them. You probably looked at them as a mother figure, and y'all wasn't related and stuff like that, and you shared something with them you weren't supposed to share, okay? But I thought about Whitney Houston because she has a song called "I Look to You" when I saw that, and then the celebrity as well. So, believe it or not, more people are guilty of this, and some of y'all are closer to celebrities than y'all think. Okay, because people have been fucking up shit. All right, 2003, and some of them knew this about y'all, and they wanted to confuse you guys or just wanted you guys for themselves. Okay. 2003 could be a year someone born or died in related through adoption. Look at that. See, confirmations here. Adoption. And that's what y'all, some of y'all ended up being adopted, okay? As if nothing ever happened. But I'm going to leave it here. All right, 1999, okay? Could be significant. Also, the name Marcus could be significant, okay? Also, someone could have, like, so the side chick and the main chick could have been pregnant, or both of them could have been the main chick, or side chicks at the same time. But they were both pregnant at the same time, and like one. And they were in touch as well. Some of them were friends, some of them weren't, but they were just in touch, or they knew people who knew them, mutual friends and stuff like that. And one mother ended up threatening the other mother and said, like, don't give them a junior, and we had junior come out earlier. Don't give them a junior. If you give them a junior, I'm gonna beat your ass, or I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna kill you, or something like that. And somebody probably didn't listen, but some of them did listen. But did or if they didn't listen, they probably were the one that was calling CPS on them and shit like that, as well. So keep that in mind. That could have happened, and that could be why you don't have the name you're supposed to have, okay? And like I was just saying earlier, some people get A words, with the real children, then keep the fake children as well. So there you go. Autoimmune disease. And I said earlier, somebody could be sick all the time as well, or could have been sick all the time. There's just more confirmations for y'all. But even that could have been why the dad didn't want to pursue anything further with this mistress, or just leave them as a separate family. They wanted to break the family up, and then make their family bigger with that family as well, with or without people knowing, because this person is not reliable in health as well. How, like, what's his name, Joe Biden stepped down, because he didn't feel like he was competent enough. I feel like that's what it was. But something like that is significant. Then who filled in for him, for the remainder of the thing, Kamala Harris. Okay, so those names could be significant. First name, last name, or nickname. Okay, initials. Thompson could also be significant. Harris to Thompson, or Thompson to Harris could be significant. Y, and we had Y come out. Well, H came out and I got Y. But yeah, somebody name ends, it starts with a Y as well. Someone who died from having a stroke or brain attack, and I feel like that was forced too. But someone could also be a Gemini or a Scorpio, Pisces as well, where friends were actually they weren't pregnant together, but a friend slept with another friend's husband, and as punishment, the friend who was cheating on said, like, you gonna have to give me the baby, and this baby is not gonna know you as their mother, as well. Like, I'm their mother now. Like, they don't know anything about you. I gave birth to her and stuff like that, and it had to go through that way, And honestly, it was kind of easy for some of them, but some of them it was hard, Like, they had to go like the forceful route by lying and shit like that. But that situation is significant for somebody. Also, an Aries could be play a part in that type of situation as well. Wow, that was a lot. Yeah, they never be wanting me to put this one up. Come out, they be like, fuck the mother niggas, I ride for my niggas, I die for. They come crib walking out of this deck, okay? Come with me, Hail Mary, come and see. Do we have it now? Do you wanna ride it? La 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 la. Someone's name ends or starts with a K. First, middle, last name, or nickname. Scratch my cheek. 1986. Someone born or died in that year. Could be a part of this situation. So Hopefully that made sense and as much as blessed you and you enjoyed it. Okay. So let's hear from God, especially, but anyone on the other side could come through here because I made these for that. I'm going to get out of here soon. Wow. Your family in heaven says hi. Yeah, that's why y'all scared walking out here. Okay. Your family in heaven says hi. I came to visit you recently. They came to visit you recently. And then I feel like I wanted to come out in reverse because like I'm still here. And earlier I was saying like I was looking behind me like somebody was there. So somebody is really behind you right now. I love the person you are with. And sometimes when I get this, like I wrote this in a way where it's like, you're with as a partner, but I left it kind of open because it could also be in your atmosphere currently at that time, like the person you're next to and stuff like that. I was just singing Hail Mary by Tupac, okay? And I think that video, it was like in a cemetery or something like that. Cemetery magic could be significant, or somebody made sure your body, or somebody's body is not going to be found, or you'll be receiving a gift soon. Okay, God wants to tell you, okay, or somebody on the other side you want to hear from. I have blocked all speaking against you. They gonna get it, okay? Yeah, get them, God, get them. Okay, the traditions of Saturn are here, so Capricorn could be significant, or Aquarius could be significant. Grandpa energy I'm feeling, but grown paw energy I'm feeling, sorry. They like to be called grown paw. Okay, they said it sounds more hip. He could be fire sign as well, or there could be a fire sign grown paw here. Okay, thunder beings are here and they have messages for you where you live. It could be storm or it's gonna rain. It will rain. There'll be pain. Count it all joy. Money will come. Dun, dun, dun. Something like that. That's Kelly Price, okay? I am so proud of you. I like how you handled that, okay? So some of y'all took this information with grace. Because sometimes, like you end up being with people, like who were better for the betterment of you as well, whether they're, real family or not, as well. Like sometimes your stepmother could end up doing you really well, do you way better than your mother could have ever done as well. So someone could have a white mother who looks like they grew up in a trailer park. Sorry, but not really. Because I don't think this is a good mother. All right. So, but if your mother, if you get offended by that because you heard that from somebody else and your mother is the sweetest thing on earth, that's not to her. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. I am close to you when you smoke. Okay. God could be saying, or somebody on the other side you want to hear from. A new lover is coming and they have my blessing, and this wanted to come out in reverse. God is saying. So, and then this came out, I love the person you were with, and that wanted to come out in reverse as well. So you probably know this person as well, or it's like one tweak thing. You could tweak one thing out of this sentence and, it'll be okay, I feel like. But, yeah, they have God's blessing, okay? God's got a blessing for you too, all right? So you'll be receiving a gift soon. Okay, evasion of energy. Okay, I got some haters watching me right now. As soon as I said that, it went from 2 to 0, y'all. Thank you, God. Okay, you are cultured and well-versed spiritually. Okay, God wants to remind you of that. Okay, come across my path. You better be, okay? Or you better be wanting to be, okay? I know I can't be what I want to be what I want to be. If I work hard in it, I'll be where I want to be. Hey, thank you for the ninth like, and may God bless you just for that. Hey. That's Nas. Yeah. I feel like somebody, no, that's just Nas. I can, okay? If it's not light, it's trash. You don't need it draining your energy. God wants to remind you, okay? Or somebody on the other side you want to hear from. You don't need it draining your energy, okay? So some of this information is good to know. Some of this is not good to know. You could just have it go through one ear and out the other because, like I was talking about earlier, some of y'all probably were raised by people who would have been better than your parents, okay? I know damn sure that ain't the case, okay? I don't give a damn. No. That ain't the case. I grew up in an adopted family, and then I was always scared that I would end up somewhere worse. So I kind of like to be where I was familiar in as well, and I'm happy because I ended up, finding out I grew up around my family the whole time, and God is so intricate like that, God would put us in places. God would even give us the names we were really supposed to have, even though it's different from what we had at first. We were really supposed to have that. That's where we're supposed to come back to. Cherubims are all around you right now. Okay, little baby energy is all around you. The kids. I know I can't be what I want to be, and I said like earlier I was talking about how sometimes like especially kids that are unable to speak and verbalize how they're being treated by their parents if they're not being treated right, they start projecting into energy like this, like that movie Golden Child. Like he would like kind of astral project and appear certain places, and I feel like some of these kids are doing it without even knowing. But these kids will end up growing up and like and turn out to be just fine because and then probably end up meeting some of us who were teaching them, but they weren't aware of it, and they will feel like they know us because they were projected into our energy, our teachings. God brought them there. Okay, the Holy Spirit is here. Okay, yeah, the Holy Spirit brought them there. Yeah, it's because spirit is, energy and spirit is so fluid. Energy is fluid and stuff like that. So it can end up anywhere. It can't be destroyed. Okay, it can only be recycled, used differently. And it said if it's not light, it's trash. Okay, if it's not good, it's trash. The presence of the spirit is here. As I'm singing the music. Okay, I speak to you through music. God is saying. Okay, I know I can. Thank you for saying that one. Be boys and girls, listen up. You could be anything in the world. In God we trust. An architect, doctor, even the actress. Nothing comes easy. It takes much practice. I'm the kid. He was coming to start. Very beautiful, leading people in and all. Got hung out with the wrong crowd, and now they sniff something like that. But yeah, it's a good song.
Give me. I want ashes.
Okay, you never brought me the bowl.
Okay.
Father Jupiter is here. Wisdom, blessings, and fortune. Okay, God got big blessings with y'all name over there. Okay, the big blessings, but a Sagittarius dad could be here as well. Also a Pisces dad, but it don't have to be Pisces as well. Also a veteran could have been here as well. I had to take it out the thing and I forgot to put it back in. So, and then they brought me to that. So a Sagittarius could have been in military or something like that. A father figure or something. Wow. There's always a rainbow after the storm, or somebody is going to see nothing but stormy days for the rest of their life. That's their karma. Oh, as I'm saying that, justice favors you though. Okay, not you, but them. They gonna have to keep in mind that stormy days will last always. Okay. I'm so glad trouble don't last always. Okay, you are communicating with your soul, your higher self. So God wants to let you know that, or someone on the other side is telling you this as well. I have become a fairy or an elf, especially someone on the other side. Okay, before like I was solidified about anything of my story, my original story, I was sent my mother's present through fairy energy, and that was kind of why I wrote this as well. Had to write this card because it was funny because like sometimes when I work too much, my mom will put a spell on me. But before I even knew that, like when I would work too much, like the fairies would tell on me. And one day they showed me in a dream, like them telling on me and like reporting to my mom, like showing me my mom. It was so cute too. She was so beautiful. But yeah, like they kind of like, and how they kind of zoomed in on her, like it was like on a movie or something. Like it was funny, but I was trying to work too hard, and then I didn't end up working hard that night. But like they showed me why I couldn't do it because I was working too hard and stuff like that. Because I was like kind of bummed. I think I wanted to do a reading on Facebook or something, and and I was bummed I couldn't do it as well, and I was tired. I couldn't even decide what I wanted to do. Did I want to go to sleep, get more sleep? Did I want to do this reading? And then so they just made me go to sleep, and then they showed me why, because I needed to get more rest. Okay, so that could be significant for you guys as well. Y'all parents are really fairies, and they're probably one of the shining ones. The shining fairies are equated to like Jesus disciples, how he had 12 disciples and stuff like that. And fairies are God's disciples. They're very cherished by God, and cherubims are too. It's cherished, okay, because they're the babies. Like they're the baby fairies, and then the fairies are like, they could be grown, they could be kids, they could be babies as well. All right, sun magic. I guess I can get that. I've been wanting to get it. So sun magic, hi sun, Ashè Amen Aten. So sun magic could be significant. Somebody could be trying to do that shit too, or the fact that God is punishing people through the sun, because sometimes God will punish you through the sun, make it hotter than usual, or it won't come out at all. You won't see the sun, and it'll start affecting your mood and shit like that. There was this time I was watching a reader, and she was telling us about how she hadn't seen the sun in a long time, and she ended up seeing the sun on somebody else's video chat or something like that, and it still made her feel good or something like that. But she said she how she was saying it, she was like, I haven't seen the sun in so long and stuff like that, and this also even equating me to like somebody haven't seen somebody so long, and they miss them so much, and they're gonna hug you, they're gonna kiss you, they're gonna cry, and the nerves is shaking and something like that. Okay. I love the smell of that perfume. The clouds have messages for you. Also, someone could have a pet on the other side, a dog, a big dog, white dog. Okay. I'm always here with you when you cook. I love your food. Okay, God could be saying this to you or somebody on the other side. I love the smell of that perfume. Sometimes people be, how like they have those ads that say the perfume smells like the pheromones and stuff like that. And I feel like somebody's even saying that, and they like this, your smell, that type of smell. They could be saying that as well. So you could have a significant other on the other side who looks at you that way, but a perfume could be significant as well. The clouds have messages for you, and I was just talking about how the sun could be doing magic against us, much, okay? But the clouds have messages for y'all. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there for what God says. Okay, hopefully I did you justice, God. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. I came here earlier, so I'm gonna leave well enough alone. It ain't gonna get no better. It ain't gonna get no better here, but it's gonna get better in my life. Okay, no matter how much you sabotage me. All right, it's gonna get so much better. All right. It's got to get better, because I'm moving up from here, okay? Nothing but up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up, okay? I don't care how white I sound. Sometimes I'll be like, I got cheated. I grew up in the projects, okay? Why do I sound like this sometimes? Sometimes I don't even hear it. I got cheated, okay? I want money back, okay? You have nothing to worry about. God wants to add, and what's that? Hold on. Change is coming for the good, of course, okay? Hold on. Change is coming. Hold on. Don't worry about a thing. Hold on. You can make it. Hold on. Everything will be alright. Some people like to worry. Some people like to hide. Some people like to run away from the pain inside. Well, it's your business. Do whatever you want to do. But if it don't work out, please don't come to me, boo. Hold on. Yeah, but yeah, it's your business. Do what you want to do, okay? You keep on wanting to start mess. And that was a positive song, but I heard negativity in there, or I heard like how they're fucking with me as well. It's like, you can do whatever you want to do, but it ain't gonna stop me. But like I said, pick on somebody your own size, okay? Pick on somebody your own side. It's coming from God, okay? I ain't go looking for none of this shit, all right? I ain't go looking for it, all right? I thought I finished what I need to finish, okay, about this, and I've found my family, and they wasn't shit, okay? They wasn't shit. They hated me, okay? And God told me today, and it made me cry. I don't even remember, but I'm scratching my eye. But God told me, how does it feel to know that everybody in your life wanted to hurt you? I had to think about that. Everybody in my life wanted to hurt me or hurt me. But yeah, so I'm trying to move on. All right. So anything y'all want in this reading to come true, I hope it comes true for you and for you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in and trusting me to be your reader and giving me your time today, however long you chose to stay. But if you made it to the end of the reading, watching it all the way through as well, please make sure you like that button. Please hit that like button. Smash that what? Smash that what? Okay, I've said that in a while. Smash that what? That like button, please. And thank you. May God bless you just for that, even if I'm not on here. Okay, if you are new here, welcome, welcome. I hope that I convinced you to subscribe, join this tribe, this kingdom of God. We're building here through tarot. Yes, through tarot. Become a God and goddess, a gangster for the Lord and lady. Okay. And if you're OG God and Goddess, then thank you so much for your continued support and trusting me again to be your reader. I appreciate you. Oh my God. They were sticking out to me earlier, but I forgot. All right. Y'all, our star family wants to say something. Okay. They have things to say. Oh. I'm trying to go, okay? I'm trying to go. They doing stuff, but thank you, one person. If you the same one person, if you a different one person, thank you, okay? Town sentient. So somebody got an attitude or somebody saying like they not mad at you no more. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Again, I'm recovering from a cold. I don't know if I mentioned it in this reading though, but I'm recovering from a cold as well. I hate seeing when I sound like this though. Merkaba, okay, movement, long distance travel, excitement. So somebody is really excited to come see you or see you. See, somebody is. Oh, so maybe it could be the Galactic family, your star family, or y'all could be in communication with your Galactic family in an everyday person and don't know they're not real. They're real, but they're what is it called? I'm trying not to say extraterrestrial, okay? Robot, okay? Anunnaki, okay? Some of y'all have visions about this, okay? Or these dreams are coming true, but somebody could have a problem with their brother. Also, it could have been a skin war between the brother, whether the brother was actually this light or not, but just lighter than the other brother. And, like they will always be called light skin or, pretty boy and shit like that, but they not that much lighter, like they just, look at that because they wish they were lighter or something like that. Could be significant drama, conflict of interest. So this could have also been somebody, a dad could have worked with an uncle because we did have uncle, their brother, to do something like I was talking about in the reading as well, a higher energy. Also, somebody could look like this separately, together. They could be really tall as well. Tall grays, as I'm saying that, tall grays, or a short motherfucker, okay, try to capture you or kidnap you. And earlier I saw a word and it looked like kidnap as well. They're studying somebody, utilitarian, organized, intimidating, okay? So somebody also could be like, I'm not mad at you, but I'm scared to come towards you as well. The Tao Sentients are also like, to me, like Asian and Hispanic energy. So someone could be mixed with those cultures as well, or you could have been raised by those type of family as well, and they're not your real family. Crop circles, messages, curiosity, signs. So yeah, they really want to talk to y'all. Because I'm supposed to be gone. Okay, grade short, but they're shy, timid, misunderstood, shy, or they're trying. Somebody's trying to explain like why they did something or why they went that far. Look at that! Wow. Ouroboros, especially when you're pregnant or something like that. Infinity, eternal, past life. And past life don't always have to be another lifetime. It could be just in the past. Okay, Ouroboros. Also, this could be a Sagittarius born between the dates of November 25th and December 18th. Okay, shadow self and reverse, okay, denial, projecting, and shame. So in reverse, it can mean like they're trying to own up to it, but they were probably doing this at first. And then earlier I was talking about somebody projecting. I think I was talking about the children as well. Yeah, so that could be significant, but someone could have also just been projecting on how they felt about certain things. They could even feel like, maybe you're a person who works really hard with your kids, whether you're a man or a woman, and they from their judgment, you need a break, okay? And they just stirred up the pot doing some stupid shit that you got to clean up now. But you didn't say you need a break. You didn't voice you needed a break or anything like that. They just assumed you did, okay? As well. Niggas, okay. I call them the niggas, okay? Fuck the mother niggas, because I ride for my niggas. I die for my niggas. Fuck the mother niggas, okay? And they love sex and stuff like that. Don't interrupt them while they doing this, okay? Because they would just slap you with their tail and keep doing this, okay? Act like you ain't nothing, okay? And you just might as well see your way out, okay? But Lovers, erotica, sensuality. That was in reverse. Someone also could have assumed another thing, like you were a sex worker or something like that. Maybe you had people over your house a lot and stuff, and they thought she was doing something like that. An earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, heavy Taurus as well. Survival, adaptable. Yeah, you were doing this to survive. Okay, you were being a sex worker to survive. Some of y'all had jobs, or some of them had jobs and shit like that, but people were just assuming, or that's what they were saying to, get people to take people kids. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it there. Wow, y'all Star Family came out snitching. Okay, stop snitching, Star Family. Okay, so I was closing this up already. So hopefully that message blessed you if you needed it and you enjoyed it. All right. But yeah, so if anything in that part or the whole reading you want to come true in your reading, I hope it comes true for you and for you soon. All right. I love you guys. Kiss your kiss for me. Thank you, God and God's team again for your messages today. Hope I did y'all justice again. Especially our Star Family. And bye, you guys. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Bye.